What's going on, guys? This is Corey here. We're going to be doing another VL video for you guys. Tali's voiceovers. Oh, it's actually me. That's so weird. Who would have thought? But I'm not in slow motion this time. What do we have here, guys? Can you answer that one? What do you think it is?
Welcome back to the Keep Reet YouTube channel. Ignore my co-host. He doesn't.
Hey,
welcome back. Nobody cares.
How much better was my intro? Comment down below.
PSI 60. Oosh, lad. This thing's going to Summer Nats this year. Jason's entered it in Summer Nats. So as you can see, she's very ready to be on show down there. I think we're entered in the top 60. No one here actually knows what that means, but if you know what top 60 is at Summer Nats, that's what we're entered in. Let us know in the comments. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I thought he had it. I thought he had this. Didn't you have this? Yeah. I was just gonna sit down for a little bit, chill out.
Yeah, we're doing an undercar surge tank, twin 044 pumps, bigger fuel feed line. So we're gonna juice this thing up. We're gonna slap injectors in it, and Bill Hooten from Hooten Harnesses is whipping us up on the fly a patch loom so we can steal the Elite 750 ECU out of the AU100. Plug her into this bad boy, do a ghetto ass J Scott tunes on that bitch, and get this thing to Heathcote this Sunday and run it down the quarter mile. So,
get the J Scott tune on there and get it halfway down to Heathcote this weekend for
blow it up.
You'll make it halfway down Dorset Road. Yeah. Shoot your rods out.
Tali's going to be taking over for me because I'm busy.
Get these hands on it.
We're back! We've been busy on the nug. I was saying before, when Adam rudely interrupted us for doing something wrong on the camera, aside from the fuel system, everything we've done on this thing is massively temporary. So don't judge us. We're trying to feed this thing with as much boost as possible, all right? And then it's gonna yeet. Tali's done a gangster fuel system, so we should probably start with that. We'll lift the car up.
Might as well. Gangster fuel system. You need a gangster fuel system, you know who to come to. TJ's Fabrication, Plumbing and Fuel Systems. We're on. Put the link in the description down below. Fuck off, don't look at me like that.
Oof! This is the same setup we have in PSI 30, the VL sedan. So this is provisional for when we obviously put the new motor in. So we'll keep all of this. It looks way too nice considering how crusty she is under here, but Jason wants this to be like some crazy Summer Nats car, and we're gonna make the engine bay all pretty when we put the L98 in it. I'm like, bruh, you found this thing in a paddock for $3 grand and you wanna take it to Summer Nats. Like, the thing's pretty far gone, but...
But hey, that's what we're here for, right?
I don't know, that's the plan. But yeah, Tali, you wanna do the honors? What are we looking at here?
We are looking
Starting at the fuel tank.
We are looking at a rusty old fuel tank that did have a hole in it, but I patched it up because that's what I do. We chucked a Pierberg lift pump.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what that is, but it went straight in. That's how we like it, no customization. Yeah, apparently. That comes out of our normal feed and feeds our surge tank. What brand is this surge tank? JD Customs.
Don't care.
Jinx, JD Customs. Good looking surge tank, nice beads, highly rate. Went in all right, didn't have to move too much stuff, just bend some lines out of the way. Riv nuts, bang it on. Should have used tech screws, but whatever. We have twin 044s for all the juice that you would ever need, ever. Comes down into one and goes up to the front. Ever.
2,000 horsepower ever?
Ever. You could run a spaceship off twin 044s, mate. Send this. We are looking to send it to the moon. So, super simple line up front, big billet stang from Speed Parts. Cheers. Fuel filter.
Thing. Yeah, so dash 8 Teflon line.
Filters fuel, billet
filter,
thang.
and then just adapted to rubber just to connect to the factory RB30 shat.
For now.
She's got ethanol in her. Obviously only need one line because the LS will be a returnless system, so just using a factory return for the RB30. We went to start it up, Tali thought he'd,
Oh, you had to put this in, did
Tali
you?
thought he'd feed the fuel
The bottom of the fuel reg instead of
through
the
the
fuel
bottom
rail.
of the fuel reg. So that worked real good. The boys are like, that's the tune. Anyway,
But did it start after that?
I don't know.
It didn't.
That's the fuel system. It's
That's
pretty
the fuel
spicy.
system. We
The,
had a power steering leak. We fixed the power steering leak. On to what you were
Thank you
saying.
so much. My beautiful manifold that, I don't know if we showed much of this masterpiece in the original video, but it's quite the work of art. If you want to get some montage shots of just what's going on here, some of my finest work. Still clearancing as we drive, so it's getting there. Soon it won't hit on a straight bit of road, but right now, definitely hits on straight bits of road. I pulled the wastegate off and put more spring in there. It had 5 PSI spring, but we were struggling to get the boost to turn up. I'm thinking there's a lot of back pressure here. I can't work out why there's a lot of manifold pressure. So crammed 10 pound spring in there. So that should let us party a little bit more. Obviously,
Yeah.
the people pleaser right there. It's pretty much it for under here. This is our catch can. Let's take a look at what else we've been doing.
Power steering leak didn't stand a chance.
I don't know, it put up a pretty good fight.
It did actually put up a pretty good fight. I don't want to talk about that.
Haven't touched the injectors yet. TR Performance is sending us out the Raceworks fuel rail kit that lets you put standard injectors in it. So we got some 1000 cc's we pulled out of one of the Skylines. We're gonna put in that. So big thanks to TR Performance. If you need anything for your fuel system, make sure you go check them out. There'll be a link in the description. Use the link, because it's our link. So use it if you need anything fuel related. He's a Melbourne dude. He's got all the shit and it's gangster prices as well. So check it out, click the link. Thanks to him. We'll have our 1000 cc injectors in there very soon and we'll be able to go for a street tune. Speaking of, there's a Haltech in the car now. So reach out to our good friend Bill Hooten from Hooten Harnesses. Shout out Bill, he did the patch loom for the AU so we could just plug the Elite 750 straight into it. Hit him up, we're like, bro, we want to feed this thing proper boost and fuel and we'll steal the ECU out of the AU. So he's like, say less. Hooked us up with a patch loom. So now we're able to plug the AU's Haltech Elite 750 straight into this thing.
Was it as simple as that?
It's a bit of a mess right now and it kind of puts a bit of shame on his patch loom because his patch loom was actually really neat. You can see what Bill's done and then what I've done. There's quite a big differ there between the two, and then I also stole this. This is something TR Performance also supplied us back in the day for the AU100. So I stole that as well. It's a wideband controller. That's it.
Dragging it out.
Sorry.
Don't care.
What? We're back. We received our beautiful fuel rail from TI Performance, the Raceworks fuel rail. We have some old 1000 cc injectors bolted into the VL Turbo. Oosh. It is at this point that I'm starting to realise things may have gotten a little out of hand. Blow up the RP so we can put an L98 in it. Changed some settings in the ECU and got her all running. Now she's ready for some tuning, some street tuning. So me and the batch apprentice are gonna go do some street tuning. I don't really have any idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna tune her up, bro. So if you tune cars for a living, stop watching now. Add a few clicks, and then when the head starts to lift, we go 2 clicks back. Perfect. What a nugget.
The nug.
Definitely gonna be fighting mechanical and wiring issues the entire time trying to tune it, but see what we can do. See if we can get on some boost without it blowing up.
See what happens, see if it starts first. Nice.
Good start, lads.
All right, cool. See if we can't keep some more revs in as we go.
It should be all right now. Just up the idle, so if the idle thing works, it should be okay. We got oil, I think. It's leaking.
That'll do.
It's sweating a little bit of horsepower through the cooling system.
When you get to these big power cars, it's hard to keep fluids inside. What did you just change?
I didn't change anything.
All right, let's see if we can't get out the driveway now. We're doing it. Chase got tunes.
Juice up the transient and see if it helps. Does it feel any better? Just take it easy. We just want to obviously see what sort of boost it's going to run and dial in the fueling. We'll leave the timing as it is for now.
That was 10.
Yeah.
Felt like it had more, I don't know.
Yeah, it wanted it.
Yeah.
It's boogieing all right, eh?
Not bad. That gets me even more excited to get my car going.
If anyone wondering, I've got the wideband hooked up, so I'm using O2 control on the Haltech. I don't know if it's making my life easier or harder, but it makes it run better. But basically, you set your target lambda, so the air fuel ratios you want to run throughout you set a full table, and then the wideband reads whatever it's running, and it automatically makes short-term adjustments, and then it can log some long-term adjustments as well, and you can actually take the adjustments it's made and input it into the base fuel table. So it's pretty cool. It's like self-tuning, they sort of call it. And on the screen here, I've got short-term fuel trim, so that's what changes it's making in this very moment, and then the long-term fuel trim, so it's what it's saving in the long-term table sort of thing, kinda. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but something like that.
Hey, you should have just went with it.
Yeah. Is that foot flat?
I think so. I don't think I had anything more than that.
It's got like 9 pound out of it.
9 pound?
More clicks, boys! The RPM, it probably needed a little bit more fuel. I just juice it up a little bit more.
Oh, the throttle cable just let go.
Actually?
Yeah, it would have popped off the thing. I just felt the throttle just disappear. I was like, oh.
Better pull over before it melts itself on the freaking jump port. Oh my days!
I did not see that.
Brother!
Oh, well, we didn't break anything.
Watch the SIGs! We'll be right back. We've got a couple of mechanical failures. A couple of vac lines are not enjoying the boost, and the coolant line clamp is not on it, and the throttle cable seems to want to pop off. So, we'll be right back. We are back! Hopefully that doesn't blow the mic out. We fixed up a couple of mechanical issues. Pro tip, if you're going straight tuning with the boys in your nugget, take a couple of essential tools and some cable ties.
You can fix a whole car with enough cable ties, but you can't fix your tune with cable ties.
There's a couple things. We don't have gear select. The ECU is not seeing the auto at all. It's running as a manual. And our TPS is either 0% or 100%. So we can't use TPS for any sort of tuning. So I've got the transient set up through the Manifold pressure sensor, which, I mean, the transient seems okay. We got some issues when you go into gear.
See if it happens again. We're on.
Just drops down real low.
Yeah. It idles like absolute. Uh-oh. You're not watching here, Gary?
They can see the screen, bro.
Oh, they can? Uh-oh.
All right, let's see. So it's dropping down here, and I think it's the car. I don't know. So we put 15 clicks in the boosty.
Shall we see what she does?
Yeah, just go easy on it. Like, we don't want to boost it to the moon. Just roll into it, nice and easy.
That's just it. That's just what it did. I'm giving it the exact same throttle as before.
It's just downshifting.
It's just downshifting.
Yeah. Go again.
Well, that was an easy 10. She's gonna climb more than that.
Is that a misfire?
Nah, I think that was just the bump in the throttle.
Oh.
Nah.
Working at the car wash, yeah.
What happened to the tune before when it just died, Gary? All right,
I don't know. It looks like it's getting rich or something. I think it's blowing the spark out, is it?
yeah, it must have just completely cut.
Big cut. Unless it's got a boost cut set up. Cut pressure, 16. We're hitting a boost cut, Gary.
That's dangerous.
16. Well, probably a fair bit of boost. I don't know how much boost we want put in the thing. Might need to back the clicks off a little bit. I'll up the boost cut. We'll just see what it wants to run.
That's what I like to hear.
Give it a hit. Yeah, we've definitely popped the hose off. Oh!
Well, normally you'd be able to make that fucking tiny bump, wouldn't ya?
Could be the throttle cable. On the crack.
So we're going for it, aren't we?
Can't think of anything that would go wrong. That's it right there.
That's the spot.
We're back.
Mass footage. We fixed it again.
We had another hose pop off. We're finding all the hoses that weren't created for 16 pounds a piece. We took 5 clicks out of the boost controller.
Well, awfully tame of you.
Yeah, well, we were hitting a boost cut, so
That's
give it a hit, see what it does
the
now.
boost cut. She sings.
Oh, that definitely had lots of fuel, especially like at the real top. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm having lots of fuel anyway. Don't care. How much boost can we put in this thing?
Fucking all of it.
Let me have a quick Google. The boost thing, it's funny, people worry too much, and to be honest, it's not much about the strength of the internals, it's about the quality of the mapping. Well, let me tell you, the mapping is not quality. So we're in
strife.
We're in strife.
Definitely nothing about this is good.
17 pound. We're going Macca's drive-through, lads. I don't like the idea of 17 pound. It's like what we're hitting. Shat. We can put more timing in it though, waking her up a little bit. That's when it'll go bang. What's our timing at? We got, what is it, rev to 6. Oh, it falls right up. At 11 pound, we got 16 degrees. But then at 14 pound, we only got 13
classic.
degrees.
This has got to be
17 pound.
This has got to be some sort of Australian dream, right?
got
Hitting the
10
Macca's drive-through in the Jank VL Turbo with your mate. The Australian dream. Hey, I'll grab a Big Mac meal and I'll also get McChicken by itself. 1 large quarter-pounder meal as well, thanks.
And
Yeah, Coke in both, and 6 nuggets with mustard sauce, thanks.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
This is living, Barry.
this is the
This is
Australian
living.
dream.
Oh yeah, listen to that. Might as well be the anthem. Oh. Yeah.
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it.
Here
It's
you go.
fine.
Oh, he's only shouting because the camera's still rolling.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be transferring us that.
Ah, true.
Thank you. No, you won't.
He's not shouting. Maybe I shouldn't be fucking with the timing up top and maybe just work on getting the thing to run.
You weren't clearing it out.
I don't understand. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
Nuggets, burgers, mustard sauce.
I don't know what I'm doing.
But I'm doing it.
I'm working on it. All right, we'll be back very shortly. We're going to enjoy this deliciously,
This succulent
beautifully prepared McDonald's
gourmet
food review. All right, quick food review.
Not bad. They're fresh. Could have slightly more salt. Yeah. More salt on the chips next time. Big Mac.
Ooh. You know when the box comes out looking like this, they're not having a good day.
Super good. No complaints there.
Jason's gonna be like, you're eating in me VL. Oh no. I'm gonna
Give
drop
me that quarter pounder.
I'm gonna put a cheeky bit of lettuce under the seat for you.
Love an oily box. Oof, look at that big bit of packle there. Ooh, look at that.
Ooh.
That's what I like to see in my quarter pounder.
Presentation, what, 7 out of 10? No.
No, it's like 8, 8.5.
That's actually pretty good for Macca's, to be honest.
It's good.
You know, if you're saying it's good to Macca's, it's actually good.
Yeah, this whole tuna thing, it's a bit hard on the street. There's a lot going on. I feel like if I had unlimited hours on the dyno to just sit there and work through everything at my own pace, it'd be a lot nicer.
But, props to you, we hit 16 pound and we didn't send a piston to the moon.
Yeah, that's the Heltec base route. If you haven't got sweet mustard sauce for your nuggets at Macca's before,
You're doing it fucking wrong. You're doing it wrong.
go do yourself a favour and try it.
Easily best sauce for nuggets, is that what we're claiming? Oh shit.
They had a promo going with someone from the Middle East or something. Sweet chili sauce and Cajun sauce. And they were doing like the burgers with them. But you get the sweet chili and the Cajun sauce, and you dip your nugget in both of them. Mind exploded. I was like ringing up Macca's after the promotion ended, working out which Macca's still had stock of the Cajun. Yeah, actual. I was getting nuggets like every second day. It was something out of this world.
That's not how it works.
Pretty sure I had 7 nuggets instead of 6. McDonald's Kilsyth, not bad.
Probably the best Macca's so far.
New Zealand airport Macca's. As you drive out of the airport, they must be getting them bread rolls, them patties, straight off the plane from China, wherever it comes from. I reckon the media boys
I'm gonna love this.
are gonna hate watching all of this.
I'm gonna love it. You had beef as well, didn't you? So we're moving on to chicken now. This could be interesting.
It's nice to see the mayo coming out the sides. It means it's on there.
Presentation.
Not all in one spot.
Presentation's alright. I feel like they're trying to throw me for a 6 with all the lettuce in the corner.
There's all the lettuce in the corner. And none of the lettuce on me burger. So, can't say I'm entirely happy about that. Chicken is shaped like a love heart, so I'm kind of feeling a little bit of love.
Heating up.
I don't like the fact of how heavily they rely themselves on the mayo here. If they were under on the mayo, this would be a bumpy ride. Not bad though.
Chicken's not too dry, like it usually is.
I had a thought.
Have you been thinking again?
Yeah, it's never a good idea. I think I might know why it's dying when you put it in gear. Because the transient throttle's being done off manifold pressure, not TPS. Maybe when it's dropping in manifold pressure due to the extra load. Does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense.
How do you eat so quick? What speed do you chew at, bro?
It's just like every movement is just accelerated. It's even the hand-to-mouth action. Gotta step up that hand-to-mouth action. Instead of RPM, we got HTM, hand-to-mouth. You gotta up your HTM, bro.
Eating is a stressful experience with you. All in all, I thought the Macca's was pretty good. So we're going an 8 out of 10.
Throttle position over 50%. 7 channels selected. Add or removes channels. Battery voltage. Manifold pressure, Newton angle, coolant temp, RPM. Wideband O2 overall. Rod deleters. I reckon we just go up and down here a bit. Why are we getting so much ignition angle?
Changing
I had a
the...
look.
Oh, fucking dog.
What did you do to kill it?
Just turn
power steering pump gave it the tiniest bit more.
It just drops in the RPM, huh?
Yeah, it's just that tiny drop that does it.
Got a mind of its own, Gary.
Yeah, who would have thought, right? We're back.
Yeah, the GoPro battery died. Sorry about that. Do you reckon we put more boost in it? Just a little bit? Yeah, I reckon.
Shouldn't we play with timing more?
Nah, the timing's alright. I don't want to put any more of that in there. Yeah, I reckon we put a few more clicks in the boost. They reckon 17 pound on a stock bottom end, and we don't care too much about this bottom end, so I reckon we could get like 20 pound out of it. Oh, we didn't hit any more boosts. You're gonna have to do a better job than that.
I am gonna have to do a better job than that.
Sweet. I got me log. Just pull in here. We got 18.
Ooh,
Holy dooly, she's a rough ride.
bit of forward driving.
So, up the top, we need to pull fuel out. We're sweet up into 16 pound, and then from 16 pound and 5100 starts to get a little rich. All right, well,
Do it again.
that's sweet, whatever, don't care. Oh, I just found out why it was running like shit. Bill had set up an auxiliary limiter switch for like Limmy and stuff. And it shouldn't have been active as far as I'm aware, but at idle, the ignition angle was jumping around and doing all sorts of weird things. And I turned the auxiliary limiter off and it idled like it was supposed to. So that's frustrating! At least it's running better now.
And we
idle.
still don't know why it was doing it. But
It shouldn't stall anymore, so that's a bonus. The log was all pretty good at full noise at getting up to about 18 pound. Not bad! It was a little bit rich. It was getting into like 0.68 lambda, so it's pretty rich. And the short-term fuel trim was started to pull a bit of fuel out, so she's on E85, so you know she can handle it.
so many noises from one car.
It's definitely laggy.
Definitely laggy. Does it? Yeah. Does it feel like it's not picking up like it was just before? Before it was kind of like, fucking hold on, boys.
Maybe that aux limiter was just like sending the timing. I think we can put more timing in it.
The tune continues.
Hit it, Donnie.
You gonna chuck some more in it?
Yeah, I'm just...
Something about that felt real right.
Alright. What do we got? We got enough 5 click!
Yeah,
that should get us close to 20 pound, but I don't think it'll do it. We will find out.
We will find out.
Yeah, it's like 18. Little bit of spitting there.
Huh?
Little bit of breaking up.
Yeah, that was limiter again, wasn't it? Almost sounds like she doesn't want 18 pound. But it's not your choice.
Feed it! Alright,
Feed him,
let's
Gary.
go back to the factory.
Awfully shit spot to do.
I reckon she'll do 6,500. She will now.
Is that your professional opinion?
Is that converter slip? Feels
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, that definitely, I felt that.
Oh, I found the limit of the converter. We're probably just getting it way too hot. I don't think the auto's been serviced since we got this car out of the paddock.
See what I mean though?
Alright, we'll see you back at the factory. Hey.
We did it! Ta-da! Jay Scott and TJ to the tune, straight tuning!
PSI 60!
It was eventful.
We finished on 19.8 PSI. I think it started to break up. Didn't want to go over 6 hours RPM at like 19.8 PSI! And like 17 degrees timing. No idea what you can put in these things up there, but that's what it's got.
Yeah, that's what it's got. See how long it lasts.
I think that's pretty conservative on ethanol. Don't know, the converter started to hate life at the end. I think she was slipping pretty hard.
Yeah.
But she puts you back in your seat.
Yeah.
She goes.
The old neck snapper.
Running quite well once I disabled the bloody AUX limiter bloody thing that was dogging the boys.
Whatever that.
That's it. What a weapon. Weapon. PSI 60. Doesn't run 60 PSI. What do we do next? I don't know. I kind of want to just send a rod out the block and be done with it.
One big power skid, I reckon.
Do we just pop it, 70k subscribers skid? Do we go the compound turbo setup and send it to the moon? We may or may not in a few weeks have a spare sequential gearbox in the factory that we could slap on it. Please don't select that option.
Yeah, please don't select that. We want to blow this thing up as quick as possible so we can make it nice.
Yes.
I'm over this motor.
Anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Roast me in the comments and hit the like button, subscribe if you're new.
It lives on.
Maybe this will be like the hardest motor to kill. We're stuck with it.
His tune was just too good. He couldn't kill it and not. Cut to the next video.